Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I'm SocietySucks and today I'm checking out Future Weapons of War by Mitsi Studio. I'm assuming this video is going to be mostly about drones and drone warfare, but there's got to be something else as well, so let's see.
No, Rods from God is not the latest porn film released by the Vatican. It is actually a theoretical kinetic bombardment weapon that involves tungsten rods dropped from orbit to bring death and destruction back on Earth. Yes, very scary and very brutal. For that reason, we will accompany this part of the video with some heavy metal music. Anyway, the idea was to launch a bunch of telephone pole-sized projectiles into space, let them float gently towards the people you are having an argument with, and then drop these bad boys so they can fall back to Earth towards your unfortunate target. Upon re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere, the rods travel at speed above 12,000 kilometers per hour. That's 7,600 miles per hour if you only understand crystal meth-inspired measurement systems. The rods flying at this speed don't carry any
What's even the point of
this? As mentioned earlier, this is a kinetic
Nukes exist!
system, meaning the level of destruction is based purely on the kinetic energy released on impact. Well, it's safe to say the rods achieve enough level of destruction when they faceplant their tungsten heads on their
obviously.
targets. I will spare you and your calculator the brain fart by not calling exact numbers. Let's just say this diabolical death dart will create the same effect as a small tactical nuclear weapon.
So what's even the point of it? Just use a tactical nuke at that point. Why make this? This is pointless. Just use a nuke. If it has practically the same effect, okay, maybe this doesn't have the radiation. It still just seems pointless to me. Just use a nuke. Obviously, using a nuke has disastrous consequences because no one's used a nuke in actual war since the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. But I assume this would have similar consequences as using a nuclear weapon because it has similar damage.
Again, that's very scary and very brutal.
Air swarm drones.
If you think only a drone and its operator can be a serious threat on the battlefield, then you better duck and cover for this next weapon. How would you feel running around with an autonomous drone swarm chasing you? Well, I can promise you, it will be an unpleasant experience. These drones continuously share information with each other to update their movements, objectives, and
that is much more scary.
Almost like a swarm of bees, apart from the fact bees are out for honey instead of your blood.
Yeah.
Minor detail. With decentralized control, these drones will make independent decisions based on real-time data.
Hell no.
So, whatever you were thinking about with regards to how to get away, you are probably fucked now and were already fucked from the get-go. Maybe you can jump into a lake. Okay, those smart-ass drones probably
they'll just
saw that
shoot you
coming
anyway.
from miles away and called in a few depth-charge drones to blow you and your pathetic escape
that
plan
works too.
out of the water.
Nanobots.
Okay, this weapon is undoubtedly on the top of the list of dangerous and unethical ways to wage war. Thank God this shit is still theoretical.
Exactly. It's not really yet.
DNA nanobots are so small they could be dispersed in water, in air, in your breakfast. Fuck it. It can be dispersed anywhere, basically. Fun beginning, right? Once these little bastards are inside of you, they will do whatever they are programmed to do. Triggering cell death,
kill you one way or another.
Viruses or toxins, check. Disrupt your immune system, check. Oh, and of course there is the brain.
I mean, if it disrupts your immune system, a simple cold could kill you.
Forgot about that one. If nanobots are programmed to deliver neurotransmitters or send electrical signals to specific brain regions, then this can change the way a person thinks and feels. Erased memories, implemented memories, altered emotional responses, loss of free will, an altered decision-making process. You name it. If you can mindfuck enemy foot soldiers that they will fall in love with you and they must destroy their creator instead, then yes. That's an easy day at the office from that point on.
I feel like it would be more effective to just kill them.
Imagine a computer so sophisticated and so fast it can decrypt insanely large number combinations. For example, the trillion combinations for nuclear launch codes, or the number of times you visited a porn site. Both incomprehensible numbers.
That's gonna be even more than the nuclear combinations.
To digest for a human. On the other hand, the quantum system can also be used to create unbreakable encryption, until somebody discovers a bigger computer and breaks the unbreakable encryption again.
And then it just
If
keeps
so,
getting
they
bigger
better
and
do it
bigger.
at Bletchley Park for nostalgia purposes. Quantum sensors could drastically change the use of detection and navigation systems. No more under the radar, no more no signal. These quantum eyes can see your every move. Hell, they can count the hairs growing out of your ass. For sure, they know where you're at. On the battlefield, every minor change to a strategic situation can be dealt with by quantum-powered theory models to create highly optimized battle plans on the fly. Now, enough about these complex quantum models. You can get back to watching porn, you sick little man.
What about robots? We're talking about the future weapons of war. I'm assuming that at some point in the future, human soldiers will just be replaced with robots completely. Which sounds terrifying and very worrying, but it's probably gonna happen. I'm assuming the first nation to do this will be the United States. Because who else? It's weapons of war we're talking about. It's always the US who comes first in pretty much anything in this when it comes to military. Railgun.
The railgun. This weapon is truly unique for lots of reasons. The evolution of the gun, or cannon, has come a long way. At first, people were tossing rocks at each other with trebuchets, old school. Then the Chinese invented gunpowder and having small penises. Remember the gunpowder part because that's most relevant to this story.
How is that relevant at all?
Fast forwarding 1400 years and we get to the development of the railgun. This baby uses an electromagnetic field to propel the projectile at very high speed. And if you care to know, that's Mach 6 kind of high speed for y'all. Very fast indeed. Just like the rods from God, these projectiles don't need any explosives. The kinetic energy released upon impact
just the
turns
kinetic
everything
energy.
it hits into a stage 4 cancer show. With such projectiles traveling at extreme speeds, this gun can deliver ordnance from hundreds of kilometers away. And of course, can deliver the ordnance pretty quick. One of the downsides to the system is that
How fast is Mach 6? Apparently it's 5,800 kilometers per hour. So, fast as fuck. Let's leave it at that.
it uses more energy than your mum's vibrator. With rail erosion, wear, cost of development, thermal management issues, blah blah blah, makes this electromagnetic maniac not blasting away on the battlefield just yet.
Smart bullets?
Smart bullets. Yep, someone decided regular bullets just weren't personal enough. Because what's better than a metal slug? A metal slug that thinks,
That can
hunts,
move?
and has one very specific purpose: turning you into a human sprinkler system.
Turning you into some Swiss cheese.
Picture this: a squad of soldiers pinned down in a ruined city, crumbling walls offering less protection than a paper towel in a hurricane. They hear the whistle first, then the clinking. Little bastards are already in the air, weaving around corners, slipping
Yeah,
through
imagine
rubble
if bullets
like
could
they've
move
got
around
GPS
corners.
on your blood type. Smart bullets is like having aimbot, but then in real life. Slightly advantageous in a firefight.
He's cheating!
Guided by microprocessors, onboard sensors, and more
Literally
AI power
hacks,
than
but in
your
real
iPhone,
life.
These bullets track your every move. No Michael Jackson walks, no Matrix bended backwards, you are just shit out of luck. I would not be surprised if these little fuckers even process which organ they're aiming for. And yes, your brain is also an organ, so the best thing you can hope for is a quick headshot. And there
Yeah,
you have it.
just
Your
a quick
dumbass
death.
just got wasted by a smart bullet. You've got to love or hate these future weapons of war.
Obviously, all of these weapons were very destructive, but at the same time, if these weapons existed, there would probably be less death, less war. Because all these weapons are so damn destructive, they would be just a deterrent to stop anybody from actually starting any wars. I mean, do you want to face an army which has smart bullets that can just curve around corners? No, you wouldn't. Which is why you wouldn't try to start a fight with them. Unless you also have those weapons. Then it's fair game, because you both have the same weapons, and now nobody has the advantage. Now it's just about who can outlast the other. Honestly though, that goes for all these weapons. If both sides have these, there's a decent chance they would actually start a war if they think they can outlast their enemy. Or they'll do the smart thing and realize, this would cause a lot of destruction. for both sides. Let's just not do this. You know, it's like nuclear weapons. If two sides have nuclear weapons, like let's take for example the United States and the USSR during the Cold War. They could have both assured mutual destruction. If one side attacked the other, both countries are gone. They're just gone. The nukes are going to completely destroy each side. So nobody even fought each other. They just used proxies, smaller countries, and they fought each other. These weapons would definitely have the same effect. Nobody would be trying to fight each other. They would just start proxy wars, which isn't exactly good, but it's better than destruction on a massive scale. Luckily though, most of these weapons are still just theoretical. They don't exist yet, at least not that we know of. They might exist in secret, we don't know. Any new weapon that's made public knowledge has probably already existed for at least a decade before, and was just kept a secret from everybody. But yeah, we'll see what the future brings. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing and leaving a like. If you want to see more reactions, check out this video right here. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.